Okay, so this is over long term, okay? This is Bitcoin, right? I think we're finishing up the third wave. We're about to start wave 4 and then do one more fifth wave, right? The fifth wave, this can be, um, I think we're going to come back into here, right? And then we're going to go on a prolonged fifth wave. So say we come down to the bottom here and then bounce out. Now, why I show you this? Because this chart looks a lot like the Dow Jones. So this started in 1867, 1897, right? 1896. And then we had our first wave, the top, in 1929. We came back down in 32, right? We hit our bottom. And this all been wave 3. We're about to finish wave 3 now. Okay, we can get somewhere right here, like a wave 4, right? And then we're going to go on for one more wave 5 before we get a huge ABC correction back into the market. And the ABC is going to come back into here, right? I think the Dow Jones going as low as 70, 10,000 is plausible here, right? A huge 85% or more loss in the market, right? The same with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin's going to see a little bit of a bigger retracement. So we can see about a 96 retracement in Bitcoin. Okay, and then this was always the narrative they're going to push when this comes up is that crypto crashed the market, right? But the market was always going to come back down. It doesn't go up forever. This is a huge warning, right? We can keep going. We can keep going a little bit longer, but we can't go on forever. So, how I'm going to trade this is that my Bitcoin, right? I'm going to be transferring my Bitcoin into gold. Okay, so I think it's safe to say we're going to come up and make one more high into the gold chart, maybe 42, right? And then I will be rotating my Bitcoin into gold. And then as Bitcoin drops, either gold will hold its value or go up to $3,000, right? My target for gold is 3,000. But even if gold holds its target, we could come anywhere in here. I would love a 4-to-1. Jeez. It would be over. So say we come from 42 and we do about an 80 to 90% drop right here. Look at, imagine 4 ounces of gold for 1 Bitcoin. And then I'll be rotating all of my gold back into Bitcoin at this point right here. So for every Bitcoin, I'm going to make I'll make 8. For every Bitcoin you do this with, you'll make 8 Bitcoin. 8 to 4.5. Alright? 8 at the high end, 4.5 up here if it comes back to the 9. If it just retests this. Right? So that will be an awesome for the 5th and final wave after the halving. Right? Because we don't know what's coming after. Things look very scary, and we're just going to take it little by little. The Dow Jones on a closer look right here. I think the Dow Jones is going to come into this body right here. Right? And then once we get into here, we can be looking for support somewhere in this. Okay, we're just going to wait for some little bit of confluence. This would be an 80% drop. So I want to look from here. This is my target for the Dow. And about an 83% drop will bring us back to this point right here. And that's back to February 2nd, 2009. Right? And then once we're going to get a huge wave 5 up. So we're going to see something like wherever we retrace to, but we'll see something like this in the Dow Jones coming up, huge gains. And then, going into 2030, right, we'll see a huge ABC correction like that. That's how I believe. And that's what I think that's going to happen. Where this stops, I think it'll stop a little bit higher from where this stopped. And then we'll go from there after, right? But that's where I'm at with the Dow Jones. The NASDAQ, all the market's going to move together. Some people say, oh, I only do NASDAQ. Well, NASDAQ is about to hit its full fib extension, right? And in the bigger picture of things, this is wave 1, wave 2, and then watch. This is going to be wave 3, right? But we're going to have a good pullback for right? That it's going to be something like that. And the Nasdaq's going to have a huge retracement also. So the Nasdaq could come back and retest its previous high in 2000. Right? That wouldn't be out of the question. And then that would be wave 4 down, and then it'll be looking for one more up. So let's see how this all plays out. But this is very exciting, and I mean, these are going to be once in a lifetime buys and opportunities to make a lot of money, right? The boomers, the baby boomers, they own everything right now, and money's going to be switching hands pretty soon. So whoever's up on this is going to be making huge gains, huge gains. But yeah, I know that a cup and handle pattern for this big, it doesn't really work, but I'm going with it. I'm going with it all the way. Right? I'm saying hell. Look at this. I'm going to go with it until it breaks trend, right? Because nobody's ever seen one this big, so they can't say, hey, this doesn't work. I'm going to go with this pattern until it breaks, right? Or it hits target. That's all I'm saying. Yes, but that's where I see the Dow. We only have a little bit more to go, right? A little bit more to go. The price is here. We have about 9% more to go in the market. The S&P has about about 7%, right? And the Nasdaq just made itself room. Oh yeah, I was checking that the other day. The Nasdaq just made itself a little little bit of room. Oh. The Nasdaq has about 15%. So the Nasdaq pullback, right? It's nothing huge, right? It didn't even pull back to its previous high. I wouldn't be so concerned, right? They said it broke trend. I don't think it broke trend. Um, this is still a higher high, even if we got a lower high, right? And we come down a little bit. This would just be a shakeout before the bubble. But yeah, that's where I'm at.